Okay, it is overwhelming. It always is when Rob the Shoeman Kratberg comes to join us from Kiddle Kobbler, the St. Laurent location. And you did not fail yet again.
Good morning.
It is overwhelming, and yet it's giving a lot of parents the option as to what's going to suit their kid and their personality and what they're actually going to wear.
And I have to say, first off, this time of year, it's so busy. I'm stuck in my store 12 to 14 hours a day. This is really refreshing to be outside. I know you get to feel the outside or see the sunlight. Typically, back to school time, you think of fall, boring, dull colors. I would have to say this is the Kiddle Kobbler year of the rainbow. I mean, look at something like this over here. Look at that shoe. I mean,
they're remarkable.
There isn't a color missing on this thing. There isn't anybody who doesn't look. The wasp are flying around. Even they can sense a sweet shoe.
Okay, I want to ask you that because this is something that you made a comment to me right off the bat, and that for so many years we haven't had to rely on teaching our kids how to tie laces because everything has been these Velcro shoes.
Velcro.
But they're starting to change a little. The shoe companies are adding a little bit more of the style and the laces, and so that's changing.
The children are starting to do their laces again. When I started this business 30 years ago, you had to know how to do your laces at 5 years old. The average child now is about 8 or 9 years old. But as soon as one 5 or 6 year old comes to school and he's got a pair of laces, the other kids are sort of like, oh,
I gotta figure that out.
Shoes. Yeah, what's that all about?
So I got to learn how to do that.
I'm getting an unbelievable amount of children asking and wanting to get lace shoes. And then if they have some trouble doing their lace shoes, we actually have a lace aid at our store that I create for the children. They go, they take it home, and I'm telling you, 2-3 days,
they've got it?
Done like
okay,
this.
That's good news because I think that panics some of us in going, how are they going to do this?
No, Velcro's still great, but look at this stuff.
I know. Okay, so let's start because this is something I've noticed on a lot of the kids, even in some of the shoots and all the back to school
fashion
the high tops.
Beautiful, absolute patent leather fashion high tops. Fashion high tops in suede, little cutesy little high tops, and even some sporty, lot of fun high tops. This one has a flashing light. Outside you may not see it, but this baby's been just rocking. The guys are getting into some high tops. The girls are also getting into that, just like the women's, that little faux wedge, and it's a very, very small little wedgy high top, but you've seen this in ladies. It's coming
I have, but this wedge concerns me a lot less than some of the other ones that I've seen. Some of them I'm going, why? They don't need to be that high, and you don't want to do that damage to the feet that early on.
This is just a tiny, and what all it really is a light little piece of foam. So just for that moment, they feel, I got a little wedge just like mommy.
Nice.
The fashion dress boots are unbelievable. I mean, I can only bring just a tiny percentage of what we have here. I wish you guys had a table that spanned, 50 feet.
We wouldn't have time.
Yeah, well, we should get our own show going. But I mean, something like this out of Europe, just spectacular looking stuff. Everybody's just drawn to that.
This would be one of those shoes that no longer is the child borrowing from the mom, but the mom's going to want to borrow from the child. These are awesome.
They come in larger sizes.
Do they really?
Moms are like, yeah, they come in my size. Yeah, they come in your size. And even in little guys, look at the colors that you can get for little guys' shoes. These are fall colors. They're spectacular. They got patent trim on them. Beautiful shoes out of Europe. I mean, shoes are getting fun and continuously getting fun, and they're.
Are you doing a lot of, you're mentioning a lot of these companies. A lot of the shoes are coming from Europe. That's where the trends are starting and they're coming through.
They're coming right over here. We've got wonderful, wonderful brands. This is possibly one of my finest brands, made in Slovenia. It's Slovakia, excuse me. It's absolutely spectacular. The quality is fantastic. And what you're doing is you're giving a child a healthy shoe that fits properly and that they don't come back in 2 or 3 months because they've worn out. They last, they wear them for everything. And that's really the secret there, is getting a shoe that lasts. I mean, who wants to go to the grocery store every month to buy a new pair of shoes?
Well, and I think that's something that you've said often on the show is getting them fitted right and then having that long-lasting shoe that's going to last you, not constantly doing it again.
This time of year, parents are going out and they're getting their children new clothes because they've grown out of their clothes. They can visually see that their clothes are small. Well, if you go to school and your pants are 1 or 2 sizes small, it may be a little embarrassing, but if your shoes are 1 or 2 sizes small, it's a little damaging to the foot. And people don't realize, if they're growing and they need new clothes, you know what? They need new shoes.
Let's do one more big thing, and that's the bogs, because they're fantastic for the winter. It's been fantastic, but I didn't realize. Look at these; they come many sizes. When did this happen?
They introduced them last season, and before they could hit the shelf, they were sold off the shelf. So this year we've gone very, very deep in an inventory. They're super lightweight. They are machine washable. They are waterproof, and they will keep those little toes nice and toasty warm in the fall. They are fantastic, and again, vibrant colors, just magnificent. The bogs, I think I have about 15 or 16 different colors. Again, just brought you a couple.
No, okay. Well, this is just a small example of what you can find. Of course, all of them at the Kiddle Kobbler location here at St. Laurent.
Yes.
You find the Shoeman, and then you know that you're set for the year. It's fantastic.
Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure to be here.
See, now I have to go shopping. Oh gosh, the panic. It's back to school. It started.